It began as a march meant to show unity, flags flying, families marching shoulder to shoulder, and a rallying cry to unite the kingdom echoing through central London. But what unfolded on those packed streets quickly became far more explosive than organizers could ever have imagined. At the heart of it all stood Tommy Robinson, the man behind the march, drawing tens of thousands into the capital. And then, in a move no one saw coming, Elon Musk himself appeared on a giant screen, delivering a live message that sent the crowd into a frenzy. For a brief moment, the atmosphere was electric: chants, cheers, and a sea of banners stretching as far as the eye could see. But the mood soon shifted. Police, drafted in from across the country, struggled to control the swelling numbers. Confusion reigned on Westminster Bridge, where redirected crowds found themselves pushed dangerously close to a counter-protest. Tension snapped, arrests were made, and officers were injured as the rally spiraled into fiery clashes. So the question is, was this truly a moment of national unity, or did it expose even deeper fractures within the kingdom? And more importantly, did the host truly expose the hidden truth, or did the politicians somehow manage to turn the tables at the very last moment? Watch the clip.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Next UK, your go-to for real stories and sharp analysis.
You spoke to a man who was saying, we're being kettled, and then the police attacked us. Was he over-exaggerating? What was he on about?
Well, they did feel as if they were being kettled. I do think it was a genuine mistake by the police forces that were there. I mean, we walked back up to where that was. We could see confusion in amongst the police, but I genuinely don't think it was anything malicious, because the amount of people in there, I mean, coming from Northern Ireland, I have seen the police deal with public disorder, and they would rather, keep it separate and push it away. The police were put in an impossible situation there yesterday, and one or two mistakes pushed them down in towards the other protesters, and that's when the flashpoint started to erupt. I mean, at one point I was on air and I said, we have to get out of here, this is getting very prickly. There was actually a flare came in from somewhere, was at my feet, and when I was on air I kicked it away, and I kicked it straight at the feet of a policeman.
Oh, no.
who then kicked it up the road. But you're afraid at that stage it would be fireworks or something else, that would land at your feet. But all in all, a fantastic day.
What about the Elon Musk moment?
Well, the Elon Musk moment was, even for me as a reporter to stand there and sit and watch him arrive on the screen, it was a great, a great thing for Tommy Robinson to have done. He managed to achieve something that not many people have done. And the crowd went wild when he appeared on stage. Didn't necessarily agree with everything that he said. But yes, what a coup for Tommy Robinson to have that on. Yeah. But when I looked at that yesterday, it just wasn't a Tommy Robinson rally. These were not working class areas. And that politically for me, as a journalist, I was watching the numbers in that. Working class areas really don't vote. And yesterday I seen people from right across the spectrum coming in there. Not necessarily Tommy Robinson supporters, but would they vote for him? I'm not sure. And that could be a problem. That was my real thing.
Even you found the atmosphere exciting.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have failed to have been moved.
You're the veteran of things like that.
When you seen all those flags, you heard the people singing, and then you sat and watched them on the bridge at Westminster. So as that went round like a J, they couldn't get. There was that many of them. They couldn't get them into the off the bridge.
Because you look at a lot of our viewers have been and listeners have been criticising us and other media this morning for focusing too much on the 25 arrests compared to the hundreds of thousands, as you say, were there. What was, from somebody on the ground, would you say a vast majority were just there peacefully protesting?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. There was total peace. And I would say if there wasn't, I would say it was a disgrace. It was something. It wasn't. And it was because it was family oriented. Really, I know that's hard to say in a protest. But if you watch the stuff of the peace people and so forth back in the late 60s, it was that type of protest.
And every flag you can imagine. And I tell you what, don't the Welsh have the best flag in the world?
Yes, we have flag envy.
Dragons flapping in the breeze.
And I noticed the Northern Ireland flag flying in amongst it, which is really relevant to now, because in 1998, Tony Blair very much stopped the Northern Ireland flag being flown on buildings. He encouraged it not to be flown because of the peace agreement. And, that's what you're looking at now with St George's Cross, etc. Yeah. And I seen it there proudly in amongst them yesterday, and I thought, yes, this is people just wanting to say, we're here, this is our kingdom, we're in the capital of it, we want to let you know. And if I was a politician yesterday watching that, I would be thinking,